Welcome back to our channel and welcome to the fifth episode of For the Love of Money. Here is Mr. Patrick with his newfound love in an hotel room. She was helping him to massage his body and they were just, enjoying themselves while she now posted a question across to him that, is it your wife? And he was like, and what about my wife? And he said, she now told him that you can talk about it. And I said, if I wanted to talk, I would stay back at home, but I didn't come for talk. And you know that. I didn't come for talk. Please, let's just do. I left the house because of my nagging wife, and now you want to talk, you want to start nagging me also. I don't want it. So please just continue what you're doing for me. And you know, she said, okay, no problem. And she just started back. She started romancing him back, massaging his body, and she just had to just do it. Then he told her to go deep, deep, deep down. And she was just giving it to him the way he wanted it. And he was feeling relaxed and was like, oh, I'm enjoying this. I feel it. And like that. Here the wife is in the room trying to sleep but unable to sleep. So she heard when the husband came inside and she stood up and was wondering why he will be coming late by this time. And all she told him was that, is this a new pattern of you coming home midnight? And he was like, I'm sorry. And she was still talking and he was like, but I've apologized to you. What else do you want me to do? Stay out of my life. Stay out of my life. Leave me alone. Let me do whatever thing I want to do. It's none of your business. And she kept on talking that you changed. That what is wrong with you? What's going on with you? And everything. And he was like, just leave me alone. Leave me. Leave me. I don't want wahala this night. She was still talking to him. And all of a sudden he just walked out of on her and just went inside the bathroom. And she was now wondering that what has gotten over her is her husband. What has gotten over her husband? She was worried and she was like, "Ah, this man has changed." She was just worried. Then a beep came to inside his phone, and the wife went closer to the phone, picked the phone, tried to see if she can open the phone, but unluckily for her, the phone had a phone lock. She tried all the possible password that she could use, and none of it were opening it. And she was just thinking. She kept on trying and trying and trying, and kept on giving her the same thing before she dropped it. She just dumped the phone back where it was and she just laid back on the bed and was worried that my husband has changed. Now she's getting the other side. Here is Ife of Lagos, Emeka's wife. She's trying to make a research on Christabel's husband, and she was able to get a research. She read out the research and she was like, oh, really? That she nailed him. So now she's trying to think of what she would do. Then she put a call across to a friend of ours and told the friend that she would need a little help from him. That she wants him to help her to trail someone, to trail a particular family. She wants to make an investigation on them, and that she just wants him to help her out. And the guy was like, this one is not a small favor now, it's more than that. And the guy was like, okay, no problem. I will do as you say. And if he was like, now, you know how we dey roll, you know how we do it, how we do things. Don't worry, I'll settle you. And she ended the call like that. Then here is Christabel trying to create a content for her social media handle, and the husband seated just looking at her. She telling people that her husband got her a gift. Her husband got her a gift. That people, if you see what my husband got me, a thank you gift and a sorry gift and this, that, inside a park and everything. Then the husband was just looking at her, wondering, what kind of human being is this? And she's lying to people. And she kept on talking and talking. The husband was just wondering, he didn't even know what to say. He just sat down there, was just looking at her, staring at her on everything that she was doing. She brought out a box, and inside the box, she brought out everything that was inside that box. The husband was still staring at her. Then it was pounds, pounds, as in pounds, not dollar, pounds. You know, a substantial amount of pounds, and she was just flaunting it. I was like, ah, my husband is good, my husband is good, and everything, praising the husband. Then she brought out another box, and it was a box of a perfume, and she was just like, people should start raining prayers for our husband. They should pray for our husband and everything. That wow, that if you don't have the kind of husband I have, then you should go and marry another one, trying to derail people. And that if your man cannot gift you, if your man cannot take care of you, if your man cannot do anything for you, you should just move out of that relationship. You should quit that relationship. She kept on talking, and the husband was just wondering, ah, see this woman that I did not even give anything. See how she's using me to lie to her fans. You cannot give what you don't have. I don't understand why, just because you want to impress people. I am sure all these things that she's showcasing now, it is borrowed. It's either she went to pay to borrow them so she can showcase it and lie to people that it's her husband that got it for her. Why live a fake life? Then the husband was just watching and just looking at her. He was just, watching her, and he was just thinking of what he can do to her. Then, she just kept on talking, showcasing. The husband was worried. Then, she kept on talking. Then, afterwards, she begged them that she's farewell, that she's going, that until they see again and everything. She blew them kisses, and she ended her social media stuff, her content there. Then, the husband was just staring at her. All of a sudden, she just looked at the husband and, so what? What? And the husband was like, why are you using my name to lie? Why are you lying to your fans that I gave you this when you know that I did not give you anything? I didn't give it to you. So why would you lie to them? Why did you choose to live a fake life, for crying out loud? And it was like, since you don't want me to show you on my social media, so at least in your absence, I can only show them that, okay, my husband bought this for me. So what is there? Is there any problem there? There's nothing there now. And the husband was like, hear yourself, hear what you're saying. There's nothing there when you are lying to people, living a fake life. And she was like, everybody knows that social media is a fake thing, that 90% of what they do, they are whole lies. And the husband was like, you are trying to destroy people's life, you're destroying homes, you're destroying relationships, all with your lies, all with your lies. You're destroying homes. And she was like, let me tell you, you see, the social media is for everybody. And 90% of everything that is on social media are all lies. And I'm not begging anybody to believe me. I am only doing my own. Why? Because it is my job. This is my job. I am just doing it. I am not begging anybody to believe me. If you believe me, at your own risk. Anything you see on social media, it's your own risk if you believe it or not. At your own risk. Believe at your own risk. That was what she's saying. And she was like, this one, she has come to stay and she's going to make it. She has started and she's going to make it, and nobody is going to talk out of it. That nobody will talk her out of it. That this is her job. And the husband was still like, do you know that what you're doing is wrong? Say with the money that you went to borrow from the burrito chain, this money now that you went to borrow from burrito chain, if anything should happen to this money, you'll be held for it. You had better go and return back their money. And she was like, what is your own self? What is your own self? Mind your own business. Mind your business. Mind your business. You are enemy of progress. Mind your business. Just mind your business. Don't put mouth in my business anymore. Mind your business. enemy of progress and everything. She was talking to the husband, and the husband just picked up the remote control and tuned on the TV. And he was watching the TV while he was using another eye to look at her. And she was like, she now brought out the pounds and was like, ah, see these pounds, see pounds, see pounds. How I wish these Buridi chain people can just give me one. They can just give me one so I can have the one to myself. Ah, see pounds. So the husband was just looking at her. She now said, let me quickly pack this pound. So let me pack everything before my husband's wish come to pass. Enemy of progress. EP. The husband was still looking at her and she was still telling the husband, EP. She started packing everything. She packed everything and she was still calling the husband enemy of progress. EP. And the husband was just staring at her. He didn't know what to say again. Before she now disconnected her phone, removed everything, and just, walked out. And the husband was still looking at her. She was looking at the husband with bad eyes. And, she just walked away from the husband and just went upstairs. Straight. She went upstairs straight. And the husband was just wondering, what kind of human being is this? Now they're inside their bedroom, they're sleeping. The husband was fast asleep. And she's feeling somehow honey, let me just put it like that. And she looked at the husband, went closer to the husband, trying to caress the husband and everything, but the husband pushed her away. The husband pushed her away, and as the husband pushed her away, the husband just folded his hand on his body. And she was just like, how will I do it now? The husband just held it himself, and she just turned back to her part. And that's how they ended it. But she was worried. Now they are eating at the dining. While they were eating, the house help came with their daughter. As the house help came with their daughter, she asked the house help if the daughter ate the food and everything. And she said yes, she ate the food. And she was like, okay, she should go and beat her. And the house help just went away like that while the husband kept on eating. And she too, she kept on eating. So while they were eating, a call came in to the husband's phone. And guess who was calling? The husband's newfound love. One thing men should understand, a cheating partner should understand, is that when you start cheating on your partner, you don't have your privacy anymore. And number two, cheating comes with a lot of responsibility. It is you that want to cheat, and so therefore you bear the responsibilities. That is it. For every action that is being taken, there's a reaction and there are repercussions for it. So we should be very, very careful when we are taking decisions or when we are doing things, because it has repercussion. It has its own side effect. It's just like when you want to use a drug, they will tell you the side effect of the drug, the advantage and the disadvantage. Of There's always a disadvantage and there's always an advantage for everything we do in life. So he muted it and continued eating, and the wife was just looking at him. So while he was still eating, the call came in again, he muted it. Then while he was eating, a message came in. And when the message came in, he just had to like go through the message. And immediately he finished reading the message, he told the wife that he needs to get to the office, that there's something he wants to do in the office. And the wife was like, for crying out loud, work again? Today is Sunday. He said, hey, it won't take long, that you just want to do something. You see, when you start cheating on your partner, lies comes in, because you start lying. You start giving words that are not to your partner just to cover yourself. He lied to her that he was going to the office. And the wife was like, okay, since his office you're going, let all of us go now. We should all go. And he was like, no, 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 no. That he wants to go to the office, that it won't take time and everything. That with you people there will be distraction and all that. And she was like, okay, 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 no problem. Anything you want to do, do. You're free to go. And he was like, you're free to go. And he said, okay, he should quickly rush his food. And he rushed. Then he left and went upstairs to go and change. And the wife was just wondering, what has come over my husband? What has come over my husband? Dear Christabel, you pushed your husband into this. We ladies should be very, very careful, and we should be sensitive. We should know when we are crossing our boundaries. If she had not pushed her husband into this, she won't be thinking and be worrying herself now, because she didn't do the right thing. She didn't do the things that she was meant to do. She was not taking care of her home. She was not taking care of her home. She chose her social media content over her family. Now she's losing him. She's losing him to another person. That is all that it is. So please, we should be very, very careful with our actions as wives, as mothers. It's vice versa. It's vice versa. I'm also talking to the guys also. I'm also talking to the guys. Please, it's very, very important. And she was worried. She was still staring at the stairs as he went, and she just lost her appetite. She couldn't eat anymore. Here is Ife of Lagos and a wonderful husband, Emeka. They were trying to learn a particular dance so that she can showcase to people, create it as a content for people to see on her social media handle. And she and her husband, they were dancing and dancing. Then she was not like, okay, that the husband need to lip sync the song while he's dancing, that is what will make it look real to people. And they were doing that, and the husband was dancing, and they were just doing it before a call came in for her. And when the call came in, the husband was still dancing, and she responded to the call, and the caller told her that Christabel's husband is being seen entering into an hotel with a lady who ends up being his PA. It was like, okay, send your guys to them. And I need a lot of photos. I need pictures. I need a lot of pictures, please. And the husband kept on dancing and everything. When she made mention of the pictures, the husband looked at her and was wondering who she was talking to and what she was talking about. Then he was still dancing, and she ended up her call, and she was like, wow, now she has gotten what she wanted. She has gotten what she wanted. And as it is now, maybe because Christabel did not pick up a call as at that time, now she's hell bent on trying to expose Christabel at all costs, because she knows that 90% of what Christabel is doing are all lies. And so therefore she wants to open her up for the whole world to see. She's trying to dig in to what Christabel is all about. Everything about her, she wants to dig it in. So please, guys, go to the comment section and comment. Share your own view. Share your opinion about this episode. What do you think about what this lady is about doing? Do you think is the right thing to do? And what advice will you give Christabel at this point in time? Now that the table has turned, what do you think? Please comment below. Comment in this comment section. I want to hear from you also. I want to learn from you also. We are all here to learn from ourselves. And I want to learn from you guys. I want to hear from you guys. Please, if you have not liked our channel, kindly do so by pressing the like button. If you've not subscribed to our channel, do so also by pressing the subscribe button. And follow us. Follow us for more reviews. Follow us for more. Thank you very much. Thank you for being there for us. Thank you, Mr. Aloy, for all this educating series that you brought out for us. God bless you in Jesus' name.